put like the smallest point of it right here, and we're just gonna do like a half circle out to that dead branch right here and just scatter it out as far as you can, like, because you can't kind of see where the stand is right there. They're trying to put too much corn in an area where it's behind a tree, because then Murphy's Law will get them to all go behind the tree. And maybe not any further than this log right here, so we can get it detected on the camera. So we're just laying out some trail cameras today for like a backup plan. This is more of a plan D or plan E thing, but we got an old walk-on stand here and the cows just got moved out. So, and the reason we picked this tree is because it's far enough away from the stand that if somebody is in the stand and the deer come in, you know, and it's not windy, they're not going to hear the person stand up and make a move, or stand's going to kind of pop and scare the hell out of them. So try to get a little bit farther away from the tree if we can, but the biggest thing is not to get too carried away with the corn pile, thinking that deer are going to be piling in here, but also to give them credit, because sometimes they get hungry in the rut and they will stop to eat. At least the does will, and if you alert them, then you're toast anyway. One thing to consider also, and most people know this, but they don't think it through in the real time of actually putting in a camera, is where the sun's rising and setting. Because if you don't do it right, all you're going to have are blurry pictures or ones with bad sunspots on them. So I'm picking one that's shooting more to the south and west than to the straight west or north, because the sun's setting a little bit more in the north right now because of the way winter's going. And 30 more days from now, it's going to be moving. It'll probably move quite a bit along the horizon. So picking a spot where you can leave the camera for a month that isn't going to get blocked by sunset or sunrise is huge too. Also, no ground vegetation. This is a really easy set because you don't have to worry about blowing grass or anything in front of it. As you can see, it's mowed down pretty good already. So one of the things we want to think about with these stands is the rest of the strap. People sometimes will go around the tree 3 or 4 times, but if you want to be sneaky, try not to do that. Do it behind the camera. Otherwise, you're just tipping off other hunters when they come in and they're trespassing. I shouldn't say hunters, but poachers. But cameras are key for security and for knowing what deer live on your property, but don't give them too much credit. You know, it's just picking up this little tiny bit of the forest, and there's everything else out here. You're getting what, a 20-degree view, 40-degree view of the entire area. It might be great to know that the deer is here, but usually you can double or triple what you're seeing on camera for numbers at a minimum.
Hey guys, this is Jason from Red Dog Outfitters. We're over on one of our farms over here in Unit 2 in Kansas, and we got word this morning that one of our guys got a real nice 9-point buck. We're over here to do a recovery mission, and stand by.
Kyle booked a hunt with me for this year for his first time ever out here, and his first morning was a heck of a morning. And I had some deer in the area that I don't know that he ever saw. The first morning he had 3 different bucks on film that he had sent me, which I always love to see, but it always makes me nervous when it happens, you know, because who knows what else is going to walk up behind you. The other 2 that he had seen were both, I think, nicer deer. It's hard to say. I'm 99% confident they're bigger. You know, the second morning, buck fever, as he said in his own text, buck fever got my ass, and doesn't it get us all? So he had to, you know, pull back and make a shot and killed the buck that he did, and he's smiling, so I'm smiling. That's basically all we really care about at Red Dog, is so long as you're happy, we are. We never have penalties. We never have trophy fees. That's between you and your deer. They only die once.
Well, it was a fun time out here in Kansas. Didn't really know what to expect coming out here. First time hunting Kansas. So it's been fun, and I will be back hunting Kansas.
Cool. I gotta tell you, this job is fun. I love this shit.
Yeah.
You know, this kind of stuff. You know, it's like icing on the cake.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause I mean, we do a lot.
Where I hunt is actually a lot different than normally in Wisconsin. I'm used to hunting white oak, like, you know, big chunks of timber.
All right.
But one of my properties I hunt in Wisconsin is a lot of set aside with strips of woods.
Okay.
So like, it's a little different from here, you know, with all the cedars, but kind of like the, you know, same. So like, you just gotta keep your eyes open, you know.
Probably why you do good in this spot.
You gotta look,
Right.
you know.
Turn it this way so the blood runs to the back. Unless you want to never cut.
Hey guys, just en route to meet a couple of our hunters, Eli and Scott. They weren't having real super good luck on the ground that we had them on the last couple days, so we're en route now to meet them and get them moved to another spot. Seeing some really good deer on the cameras over there where we're gonna take them. So yeah, stand by.
Stands just right over here. Don't go into the middle of that shit. That's those locusts with the spikes on it. This is a good spot. It's got to be here. We've had a lot of deer that cameras still fire that tied together. They'll bed in here so you can have shit bed on you. Keep one thing in mind, we haven't seen deer in here this year. They're pretty common last year. There's some 3 massive bucks that camped really good last year in this spot.
We went ahead and decided to move Scott and Eli down to a brand new county just for a fresh start because they weren't having much luck in the original spot. And I think it was the first night Scott ended up having a real close call with a nice buck, but unfortunately missed the target. Well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, I'm glad he missed. I'd rather miss than wound a deer, and I know he agrees, but he went and found the arrow and it was dry as a bone, so we just kept trying in the same area because we had some good deer in there, and Eli just never had an opportunity, unfortunately. But that's the way it goes sometimes when you're hunting fair chase.